And the thing about the second moto here at Hangtown is that there's a lot of square edge bumps on the track, and you can see the bikes just bouncing around, the suspension having to work so hard right now. Watch as they come down this G out. See the front suspension completely collapsing on the 118 Honda there of Davey Millsaps.
Talking about his size, 6'2", 190 for Davey Millsaps, and
Ricky Carmichael.
About half that size.
Yeah, Carmichael's around 150, 155 pounds. I don't know what his stated height is, but it's definitely not 6'2".
Yeah, but if Ricky stands on top of all the records he's compiled, he's like the Empire State Building.
Yeah, he's more like 50 feet or 100 feet. Right there, that's the corner where Carmichael fell the first moto. Lines are kind of changing. Track's going to be really tough this moto. Like I said, a lot of square edges coming up and a lot of rocks. It's definitely more hard packed now and wetter than what it was in the first moto when I said the track was in great condition. Now it's really tough.
You know, speaking of records, that's what James Stewart, who runs in third as we watch our Tundra cam go by, he's chasing after records now. He won that Supercross championship, the AMA title, and one thing he had never done, he really wants to start racking up titles and wins. And here comes Carmichael inside of Millsaps. So Ricky's got the lead. What I was going to say is by the time James gets done with his career, and we stand him on his records and Ricky on his records, they might be the Twin Towers.
Well, the Twin Towers, and you also have to count in Jeremy McGrath there with the 7 Supercross championships. So Carmichael right now, 10 motocross championships. McGrath at 7. Stewart has definitely got his work cut out for him if he wants to be on top of either one of those.
Well, he's got on top of Davey Millsaps now. He's taking second away from him. It is going to be something to watch to see where James Stewart is at the tail end of his career, because well, you look at it now and the potential is just unbelievable.
And what was unbelievable also is right when Stewart made that pass, he was going through that right-handed sweeper where all them deep, gnarly ruts were. In the middle of that turn, in the middle of those ruts, I seen him reach up and grab a tear off to clean the goggles off.
We're going to be racing action. Want to relive the excitement? Watch all the 2007 AMA Supercross and Superbike events on Speed, On Demand, online, and it's all free, courtesy of Yamaha. So log on now to speedtv.com, keyword Yamaha, and get up to speed. A lot of encouragement for Ricky Carmichael. As you watch from our Honda Sky Cam.
And the interesting thing here, Carmichael is making his 123rd consecutive MX start. He's never missed a motocross event since he started racing. That's another record that I don't know if anyone is going to be able to top.
David Villeman on the number 12, battling with Michael Alessi on the KTM.
I love watching Villeman ride the motocross here. He's got such an interesting style and technique, and when you get to some of these off-camber turns, as Michael Alessi takes the position back, he just has this very European style of riding the bike, and I think it's a real joy to watch.
Rider out of France. Made a good living and a good life racing motocross and supercross here in the States.
Another rider making a good living is Michael Alessi here, the number 18 on the Red Bull KTM, making the transition from the lights class in Supercross to riding the motocross class, the 450 machine here outdoors. And I think he's trying to relive some of that success that he had when he first turned professional, when he came up to ride the motocross class, and maybe to capitalize on it, and lights could be a thing of his past. He's doing pretty well in the motocross here.
They got Grant Langston reeling them in on the number 8 Yamaha.
So could we have some fireworks that we've seen before between Langston and Alessi if they get together?
Could be, because he's getting around David Villeman, and now he'll set after Michael Alessi.
All the motocross fans will remember at the finish line when Grant Langston came in on Michael Alessi. That was 2 seasons ago at the opening round here, and it was for the overall. Langston got together with Alessi. Alessi went down. Langston won the race, but his left foot and his left ankle was broken. His toes were facing left. It was a pretty gruesome injury, but he took the win, and that's the type of racer that Grant Langston is.
Well, as you can see from our motocross.com field summary, these two riders battling over 6th position. Alessi holds it right now, and here comes Langston charging hard.
Langston's had such a sporadic season. It's like the races that he showed up, he's been pretty successful, but he's just had some odd injuries and odd things happen that have kept him out of being consistently at the races each and every week.
Came back real late in the Supercross season. Showed some speed.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, at the races that he participated in, he was really good. But when you're kind of battling through little nagging injuries and you're missing a week here or there, it's so tough to find that rhythm and really gain the consistency.
Alessi took a quick look to his right. Oh, and Mike is right off course.
He took a look to his right there after he missed one of the camera guys that were there, but he just got a little wide. The berm there on the outside is just starting to give way. We'll take a look at the replay here. Alessi looks over, knows the pass is made, so he's going to try to get on the throttle a little early. Just blows off the side of the track.
Tim Ferry battling with Andrew Short. Short on the 29 Honda. Whoa, and those two almost come together.
And that was a nice move Ferry made there. He made his turn early at the top of the off camber, really accelerated into it, took the position.
So move Tim Ferry to 4th. We move to break, but we're coming back. This next month on Unique Whips, Pam Anderson is known for getting things fired up, but now it's Will's crew's turn to get Pam's engine started with an all-star ride. It's a huge episode of Unique Whips, June 27th at 10 Eastern, and only on Speed. James Stewart has a lot of nice rides. He's got a pretty good one going here today.
But I do notice a problem. Look at his helmet there, Ralph. He does not have his goggles on right now for some reason.
He has slipped back to 3rd. Davey Millsaps is up to 2nd. Ricky Carmichael is in the lead still.
Nice, comfortable lead at this point. If Stewart has dropped back to the 3rd position, that's going to leave a huge lead for Ricky Carmichael.
Carmichael made the statement to Aaron after the first moto that he didn't feel like he rode very well, even though he finished in 2nd right behind Stewart. Based on what you're seeing in his style here, do you think he's riding better in Moto 2?
Well, I think just like always, Carmichael and Makita Suzuki have probably made some changes to the bike. What that's going to do is, okay, let's fix those things. That's going to help my confidence. It's going to help my psyche and all that. And right now, it looks as though Stewart must have made a mistake somewhere along the line. It's a nice, comfortable lead for Carmichael. And that definitely is going to help his confidence and definitely help his attitude after the event. He's going to be much happier.
Of course, everybody's going to start wondering if Carmichael comes out of here at the top of the point standings, looking at an overall win here at the season opener. He gets to the end of those first 6 outdoor races, and he's got the points lead. Would he continue to the end of the year? And I don't think he will.
No, I don't think so. And he's already stated that earlier this season. He showed us that he's going to be competitive in the Supercross Championship, be there winning races. But when my cutoff time comes, I'm going home. I will not be at the next event, and very unfortunate for the fans.
How tough is it for James Stewart? You talked about all the roost. He's riding, trying to hold on to 3rd. He's got his teammate right on his tail and no goggles.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough when they catch the lappers. Also, the wind coming in your helmet and some of the high-speed spots going to make your eyes water right now. So this is really tough to do what James Stewart's doing.
We should also mention as Ferry comes right up alongside, but treats his teammate with a lot of respect, doesn't he? Look at that.
Not too much there. Definitely wanted to take the position, and you can see all those rocks coming up the hill. Stewart's definitely going to be conscious of that, and that's almost an impossible task to ride behind a 450 right now with no goggles.
James did say he's seen big picture this whole season. He's not going to let this thing go away with just one race. He knows Ricky's not going to be here for the whole season. Ricky on his final lap. We should also mention this is the first race James has not had his longtime mechanic Jeremy Albrecht with him.
Yeah, Jeremy Albrecht has left Team Kawasaki to go work for Gibbs Motorsports, starting a Supercross motocross race team, and so maybe a little chemistry change there. We'll see how this plays out the rest of the summer.
Ricky Carmichael.